Hey guys, I want to talk to you a little bit today about the thoughts that go through my mind sometimes. Today's talk is about it's about mindset specifically. It's about your mindset and trying to instill this sort of thing inside of you, getting you to think in these terms. But I just wanted to share a really small story from it was last weekend. I had gone out at night in a town adjacent to where I live at, and I'm always telling you guys to try to get outside of your little box a little bit and just go somewhere new, go somewhere different, just see something different, experience something different. You never knew who you're going to meet and what's going to turn out from it, but I did just that, and I had ended up in a little like kind of bar clubby thing, like I said, about 30 to 45 minutes from where I live at. And by the way, this is one of the best topics of conversations I find to start if you're trying to strike up a conversation with a woman specifically, anywhere really, when you're out there doing your cold approaches or even in a setting like this. It's just prime and perfect. But I was sitting at the bar just enjoying a beer that I had ordered, and there was a really pretty girl that was sitting next to me. So of course I tried to just strike up a conversation and see what would happen. And the thing that I'm talking about here that you can go with is just saying something along the lines of like, hey, excuse me, are you from this area by any chance? And, odds are, she'll probably say yes, I'm from around here. And, it leads way to you jumping in and asking like, oh, well, that's really cool. I'm not from this area. I'm just out here visiting for the night. Like, do you have any recommendations of places you think that I should check out, or any places that you like to go to for dancing or good cocktails or good crowd or good people or whatever it is. And this even works, of course, even if you're not into going to bars and you're into whatever, restaurants, coffee shops, just anything cool that you can ask somebody about their little area. I find that most of the times this is a really, really innocent, easy way to open up a conversation. And of course you're going to get some good data most likely, but you never know. It's an easy way to start like a simple conversation. But anyway, so the point of the talk here is just getting into this business about the thoughts that were going through my mind. So to paint a little more context here, the evolution of this story went as such. I mean, we had our little exchange where I talked to her for about 5-ish minutes, and just asked her a few basic questions. And I could tell she just wasn't into conversating, which is totally fine, and that's going to happen sometimes. So whatever the case was, maybe the chick just wasn't feeling my presence. Maybe she had a bad day. Maybe she just didn't feel like talking. Maybe she just wanted to sit there in silence, and for whatever reason, which I think is kind of it's funny, for somebody to go out at 11 p.m. on a weekend night and be in a social setting like that, and then just only want to sit there and be by themselves is kind of strange to me. But whatever. I mean, that is what it is. But anyway, so this girl proceeds to just bury her nose in her phone. And I could see out of the corner of my eye, out of my peripheral vision. I mean, she's doing. She's on Instagram looking at just stupid shit like purses and dogs and just dumb little memes and all this kind of bullshit. Instagram, TikTok, whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, and this is the whole point of the talk, guys. In my mind, okay, so whether or not this girl actually thought anything like this along these lines, or felt any sort of way around this, or even anybody else in this world around you, it does not matter what's going through their minds. Excuse me. It matters what's going through your mind. And what was going through my mind, the thoughts that were going through my mind, is like, this chick is missing out on an opportunity. She has no idea who she's sitting next to right now. She has no idea the type of person that I am. She has no idea the just the successful, positive, strong, powerful man that I am right now. And even if there's no romantic interest on her part or anything like that, it's just the fact that you're sitting next to another human being that has so much to offer you. It's like it's just this whole concept of like, this idiot, this stupid person in life that's just like missing out on an opportunity to connect with another person. And like I said, this is neither here nor there, whether or not she actually would ever feel that sort of way about me. But I'm just telling you guys the thoughts that are going through my mind when I'm sitting next to a person like that. I'm looking at them thinking like, oh, they're very lucky to be sitting next to me right now, and they're missing out by not capitalizing on getting to know me and not just tapping in and just sharing a little bit of the energy that I have to offer this world, kind of thing. And that's the whole thing that I'm trying to drive home here, the thing that I'm trying to instill into you guys, just the way that you feel about yourself. Okay, are you somebody that would be in that situation that sits next to a person like that and just thinks to yourself, well, gosh, like, why would they want to talk to me? I've got nothing to offer them. I'm a boring guy. I'm this, I'm that, I got nothing. Or what I'm trying to drive you guys towards is to think on these terms. Like when you're sitting there, it's like you just feel this way about yourself on the insides, okay? You feel like you're that person that's got a lot to offer. You know, in fact, that you're that person that's got a lot to offer. And you look around the world all around you and you have these thoughts, these same similar thoughts that go through your mind when you're like, wow, this person is really missing out on a great opportunity by not getting to know me right now, okay? That's the powerful part. That's the powerful piece of this whole thing. That's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand about yourselves and to really truly embody that and feel that way. And when you start to carry yourself in that way in this world, amazing things are going to start to happen to you. That energy is going to rub off on people, and maybe this girl in this instance on this night, like whatever reason, like she didn't feel that way, she didn't get it. But like I said, it doesn't matter. You know, you're going to have some hits, you're going to have some misses, but just you have to learn to carry yourself in this way in this life. And it's such an important thing. It's all about developing your sense of self-worth and your esteem and your all these sorts of things about, I'm always talking with you guys about building yourselves up from the insides out. But just that little tiny story there, I mean, that is like most of the days in my life when I go out there into the world. I walk around, and I wouldn't call this arrogance. I would call this more along the lines of confidence. But it's like those are the thoughts that are flowing through my mind. Anybody would be lucky in this world just to get to know me, to get a piece of who I am, right? Get a small little piece of my time, my presence, okay? They would be lucky, and they're missing out if they don't capitalize on that, okay? Like I said, guys, this has nothing to do with other people, and it's got everything to do with you and your insides and that voice inside your head, okay? All right, guys, hope you're having a wonderful day. Talk to you soon.